Prepare for a rude awakening.
It is amusing to hear some people refer to Jesus Christ as though he were the son of Joseph and Mary Christ. Christ is a Greek title, not the Lord's last name. I prefer to use the Hebrew title Mashiach, in English, Messiah, in place of the Greek term Christos or Christ, because the Greeks called all of their gods, from Adonis to Zeus, Christos, which means anointed. When I use the term Messiah, however, I am referring to the very one of which Moses spoke, "You must listen to that prophet." I also prefer to use the Lord's Hebrew name, YAHSHUA, rather than his Gentile nickname, Jesus. YAHSHUA is a compound name in Hebrew that means Yah, the short form of Yahweh, is our Yeshua, or salvation. Yahweh Yeshua, or commonly YAHSHUA. I love the name Yahshua. I also use Yeshua, which is the same as saying Savior.
Hello everybody, this is Paul Nison with Torah Life Ministries. I have some questions here. And the first question they're asking is about the name Yahshua, because some people spell it Y-A-H starting off with, and some people they'll spell it Y-E-S-H-U-A. And so he's asking me what's the correct spelling. And that depends who you're going to ask. There's no one defined answer that everyone believes is the correct way. I use Y-E-S-H-U-A. I know a lot of people use Y-A-H-S-H-U-A. And, it's pronounced pretty much the same way. And in Hebrew, each word has a meaning. So the meaning of the word Yeshua is Yahweh's salvation, or the salvation of Yahweh. Because the meaning of the word fits the title or fits the job of the person. And so it's the salvation of Yahweh. That's Yeshua. So you could say Yahshua or Yahshua, and people pronounce it different ways. But we know one thing for certain: his name isn't Jesus. And we also know that the spelling is starting with a Y. And so the spelling might be different. There are many other or several other different ways people might write it and even say it and pronounce it. The same thing with our Creator's name Yahweh. Some people say it in different ways. But we know that he has a name, and we know it's not God, which is a title, or Lord, which is a title, but it's a name, Yahshua and Yahweh. Now, there are some people like Jehovah's Witnesses that'll say Jehovah or so on. Well, the letter J wasn't in the English language until 200 and something years ago, so we know that these weren't correct, and some people mistakenly say, well, that's just a translation of his name. Look, I'm not a world scholar when it comes to different languages, but I know when you translate Yeshua into English, you get Joshua. You don't get Jesus. So the way to pronounce the name or the way to spell the name, that doesn't matter as long as you're trying to use the real name that you know best to your studies is his name. And I think you'll be okay either way, writing it and pronouncing it slightly different, but still realizing and acknowledging that he has a name and a title and a job, and that's what it is. So folks, we have the opportunity, we have the information. You don't need to go into a mega church and listen to some smiling pastor, who's just taking your money and doing who knows what with it. No. You need to be following the word. And if somebody's going to call you legalistic for following the guidelines and instructions, folks, take that as a compliment. Because if you're doing so well that they're noticing, good job. Okay? We just need to remember the goal is Yeshua Messiah here. It's not about doing this because we have to. It's about doing this because we want to, because he said it, because we have faith in who he is, and we want to follow his guidelines and instructions. If you have any comments or questions, post them below the video. Until then, have a great day, and shalom, shalom.